Welcome to another episode of Murder the Internet with Jonathan
and Rich. I'm Rich. Yeah. And name.
In name only, yes. Certainly.
Not in bank account.
Wow.
Not in spirits.
No.
I'm kind of hefty.
Not in calories either.
No, I'm high in calories. I'm very rich.
Really?
If somebody tried to eat me, they get gout.
Because I've licked you before, got nothing.
It's different. It's different.
I mean, I licked you and then put it in my Lose It app, and it...
Your what?
My app that counts my calories for me.
You count calories on an app?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it's easier than counting them on my
So you just like eat a
toes?
hamburger, 296,
Yeah.
French fry 432, milkshake 1928, eggplant 72, more French fry 491. I could keep doing this
Where
forever.
am I eating at that has a hamburger, milkshake, fries, and eggplant? McDonald's the new McEggplant?
Yeah, it's the millennials.
And by the way, what you just did was describe exactly what I do, but in a stupid, mocking voice. There is
that
no
was your
difference.
voice. No one can tell the difference.
There is
when you hear this
difference.
recording, you'll be like, "Why are there two Jonathans?"
It's like you go like, "Oh, so I go to the bathroom and then poop comes out of my butt, and then I take paper,
4, 2, 1,
my
poop." I count the calories in my shit.
Do you?
Yeah, because I want to know what's going out as well as in.
Oh, yeah. Well,
because
then you get the whole
net.
Right.
You get the whole net worth. You know, it's like you got the red ink, you got the black ink. I eat both inks.
You eat inks?
Yeah.
Yeah?
And I keep calories.
Right.
I keep track of like how much ink I eat.
That seems like
every
it
day.
gets expensive after a while.
No, I buy the cheap ink. Like, you know the knockoff brands on Amazon,
Sure.
like from China?
Yeah.
And they come in, they're all crusty, and there's like a fingernail in them. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I eat. Fingernails and Chinese ink. The rich, low-tax kind of diet.
Really? I mean, we were talking about McDonald's earlier. It doesn't taste much different than that.
I wasn't talking about McDonald's, you were.
You were.
No, I was talking about hamburger 421, French fries 793. You're the one who came up with the name for it.
I really am tired of you using this podcast as an excuse to audition for Ronald McDonald.
My name's Jonathan. I'm auditioning for you.
No.
This is so you want to become the next Weir.
Okay, look, here's the thing. Every time I've seen Ronald McDonald, this is the exact tone he takes with me.
Yeah.
My name's Jonathan, and I really want a hamburger.
Eggplant is new. Perhaps you'll try it. 64.
There should be a mascot for something that just does that.
He says his name is Jonathan Weir. Just for no reason. Just because they hate you. For no reason. They don't know you.
Like usually
it's
mascots
irrational.
are called like the Philly Fanatic or,
this is
or
the
Slugger
Jonathan
or something.
Weir.
No,
I'm Jonathan Weir. 392. Just shouts out numbers. It's not even associated with any food anymore.
People go to Comic-Con dressed up as this guy.
No, they don't even dress up. They
just walk around.
I eat paper 4. There's only 4 in paper.
Really?
It's not I eat paper for dinner. It's I eat paper, 4. That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah, pica isn't really factored into my Lose It app. Yeah.
And I've eaten a lot of couches. Mm-hmm. You know, you got to go to the leather ones. Those have the best
peel
calories.
off. Yeah, it's great. Tastes good.
You don't want like the fluffy ones with all the springs because they hurt you. I call them the ouchies.
Ouchie couches?
I call them, just the ouchies.
No, you should call them ouchie couches.
I got a mouthful of ouchies.
It rhymes.
Is what I say.
Ouchie couches.
On the phone to nobody because I'm not calling anybody because I've got a mouthful of mattress springs. That's me, though.
You should call somebody in that situation, like the suicide hotline or something.
Hi, Jonathan. I got mattress spring in my mouth, 324.
Sir, again.
My mom's like, what?
This line is for emergencies only, son.
911 calories.
An inside job, just like the inside of your mattress, 9/11.
Oh, yeah. So you're saying that the Twin Towers fell. My mattress is made out of the Twin Towers?
Yeah. Just like that commercial where they decided. Do you remember that? It was like a year ago.
I remember commercials.
There was this commercial, I think it was in Texas, and the lady had like 2
things
of mattresses.
Yeah.
And
She's
then they knocked them over at the end.
These
Like,
prices are falling. These prices are jumping out of the windows to kill themselves. They're like, that analogy doesn't really work.
These prices are the reason that high-floor offices now have parachutes in them.
These prices are the reason why George Bush did it.
These prices are the reason for Iraq.
These prices can't be melted by steel beams.
Hey, he's a good guy now, though, George W. Bush.
I just said these prices can't be melted by steel beams. No! Steel beams, 1,229 calories. Yeah, George Bush is a good guy.
He's a good guy.
Because everybody found out the intrinsic value of his paintings.
Right. That, and he, like, vaguely nuanced, said some bad things about the current president.
Like, racism, not good.
Yeah, that's literally all he said. He was like, you know what? I don't think hating people based on things they can't change about themselves is very good. And that is enough for people to be like, wow.
Yeah, because remember when he was, I'm not going to use the H word. This is going to be the first podcast without referencing the H word.
Okay.
Happiness.
But
yeah, everybody was saying that he was the first one. Now, Donald Trump's the first one.
Right.
Because George Bush got removed off the H word list.
Yes, it's true. It's
true.
He's no longer an H.
Yeah. But I'm glad that Donald Trump's still talking about Hillary Clinton, because that's what I want to hear about.
I want to hear more about Hillary Clinton.
She stole uranium from the Russians.
And I also want to hear about
rare metals.
Funny dressing Democratic congresspeople.
She had a hat.
She had a hat.
And she got insulted by a man with a hat.
Right.
So it's like hat on hat crime.
What's funny is if you put the same exact outfit on Ted Cruz, he gains 20 points.
Yeah.
He goes up 20 points in Texas.
To be honest, you do anything to Ted Cruz, he gains 20 points.
Ted Cruz admitted to be the Zodiac killer.
Well, yeah, I mean, where
just
else
to help his popularity, because really, he's just at rock bottom.
Well, he's no Trump.
No,
but, only one guy that I can think of offhand is Donald Trump.
Who?
And you know who that is?
Who?
I was asking you.
Oh,
I forgot.
I would assume you were going to say Donald Trump.
Oh, no. The guy from Halloween 3 Season of the Witch who turned kids' heads into bugs.
That guy was Donald Trump.
That guy is the original Donald Trump, who's the original H guy.
And people might think that's a conspiracy, but you know what? It's not. It's true.
Yeah.
It's the truth.
Sometimes the truth is greater than any conspiracy.
Sometimes you have to believe in a conspiracy to believe in the truth.
Like, for example, oysters aren't real. Clams aren't real.
When?
Wait. What's the difference between oysters and clams? They're like both rocks in the ocean, right?
They're both filled with like snot you're supposed to eat.
Yeah, but then after a million years, the snot turns into coal or diamonds?
Yes. And I think that's oysters that have those.
Well, then what do clams do?
Clams don't do nothing.
Oysters don't do nothing.
But why
except sit there looking high on the hog, sitting pretty in the middle of the ocean. But then, I'm trying to swim. I'm trying to have an underwater getaway. What are they doing? Nothing.
Clams are totally useless, and yet they're used as a euphemism for currency.
Happy as a clam.
Happy as a clam, and I have a million clams.
Yeah.
If somebody had a million clams, I'd be like, what the fuck are you doing with all these clams? Your house must reek.
I don't think I've ever heard a black person use clams as money. Because that is like the most unhip thing to say. That is a total white person phrase.
Right,
clams.
That's true.
I got 50 clams on the big game.
Also, probably never a Jewish person.
They're just betting on the big game
because the seafood.
Yeah. No. You for the Jewish people to have it, you have to. It has to be like blessed and on a magic table or something.
So
don't they?
So
like the
Jewish
rabbi
person, would say,
he has a wand?
I have a million kosher clams. Is what they would say.
Why is he saying that voice though?
Because he's Woody Allen.
That's
my Woody Allen.
What about this? I have a million custard clams. I'm Jewish Jonathan Weir, 493,000.
That's the Torah.
What?
I don't know. Isn't the Torah like a bunch
is made
of
out
numbers?
Of clams?
Well, that's another thing people don't know is the Torah is made out of numbers.
Have they written any good books underwater? Like a single book? Everybody says dolphins are smart. I haven't read a single dolphin.
I don't think they are. I think dolphins are cute, and so we say they're smart because we don't want to kill them. But I've heard like chickens are as smart as dolphins, and we have no problem eating chickens.
Yeah, they don't even have hands.
You know why that is, though? Because dolphins aren't evil, and chickens are.
Really?
Yeah, you let the chickens have the upper hand, they will take over.
I'll tell you what's evil, manatees. They're like the retarded dolphin. They're the stupid fucking...
How does that make them evil?
Because they're stupid, and they wreck people's boats.
So wait, they're stupid?
No. Somebody will be in the Florida Everglades, just in their what's the kind of a boat that's expensive? Don't say yacht, like a brand. Like a super boat.
A diamond boat.
They'll be in super diamond boat. Mm-hmm. They'll be just parading on the Florida Everglades, living it up, whooping it up, having a salt life lifestyle.
Right.
Then all of a sudden, ka-thunk, and manatee brains just
All over
fly
the place, just
everywhere.
chopped up, sure.
And they're like, oh, my boat's fucked up. You fucking manatee.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, humanity.
Oh, the humanity.
You fucking manatee.
You fucking manatee. Mm-hmm. You goddamn
Sean Hannity.
Cow.
Yeah.
Because that's what they're called.
Yeah, Sean Hannity's original name was
Sean Hannity,
Sea Cow.
manatee. Yeah.
Sea Cow Sean is what they called him.
The Hannity's Manatee Vanity was a mirror that Sean Hannity sold that was shaped like a manatee on his show. That was his very first sponsor.
Really?
On the
I
Sean
thought it was
Hannity's
the Underwater
radio show.
Bible.
Well, that came second.
Because there's a Bible for above water. Mm-hmm. That's the regular Bible. Why isn't there a Bible for below the water?
That you can read underwater.
No. Pertaining to things under
to
the water.
underwater kingdom.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of how many books have even taken place underwater. Sphere by Michael Crichton.
Yeah, but he also made that one about the bullet that like goes zoom, zoom, zoom. Wait, no, that was a different one.
The hell are you talking about?
Chaser.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. He wrote the one about surgery where people go in and they get surgery and then there's an invisible man. Remember that one? And he pushed a model out of a apartment. Remember that one?
Michael Crichton wrote Hollow Man?
No, that's Kevin Bacon the asshole.
Oh, okay.
No, this one is different. It was from the 70s. And it was about some guy who had a gun and you'd shoot the gun and everybody would freeze in time. And then you could like move their hands and like put them in embarrassing situations.
Oh, Jurassic Park.
No. Sean Hannity presents Michael Crichton's Underwater Bible. Mm-hmm. 2000.
2000. And 2.
From the 70s. So there's nothing about like underwater.
Why? Yeah, exactly. And I think it's a good point. Why don't they want you to know about what's underwater?
Why
don't they want you to know what's going on underneath there?
Exactly.
What is water Jesus? What about water Barabbas?
Oh.
He's underneath there just getting away with all sorts of shit that we're not paying attention to.
How many calories do you think water Barabbas is?
Say 200!
Oh my God, it's
75,000!
It's like you're actually Jonathan Weir.
I just became myself.
How did you do that?
Well,
you're exponential.
I channeled you channeling me.
Oh, yeah. So now you're a channeler, a water diviner.
Water.
Yeah.
A channeler of water. Yeah.
What are you talking about? Water Jesus.
Why don't we just change the name of this podcast right now to
What are you talking about?
Okay. The podcast that's only about water.
Yeah, this is our water episode.
Okay. Right.
Everybody's been clamoring, so to speak, for a water episode. This is our dumbest. By far.
You say that every episode. There is no bottom to this.
No, that's
How dare
true.
you? How dare you?
I'll tell you what the bottom is. Marinara Trench. That's right, Marinara.
Marinara Trench.
See, I'm topping all previous bottoms.
That is a dish at Olive Garden, not an actual
they
thing.
don't sell trenches at Marinara anymore.
Marinara Trench.
What is it?
It's the Mariana's Trench.
That's what I said.
No, you didn't. You said the
it is.
Marinara Trench.
No, that's the same thing.
Okay, so anyway, everything's underwater.
Yeah. Under the water, yes. Everything is underwater.
You think there could be like a civilization, like on a different planet that's underneath water, that's living underneath water, that's advanced underneath the sea?
No. They don't even go wireless down there. How could they be advanced?
That's true. That they couldn't have electronics. Could they?
I mean, you like drop electronics down there, they break. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. They don't really make that noise, but they break.
Yeah.
All of them?
All of them. Every last one.
Like even a cell phone?
Yeah.
That's
the sound I was making was all of the cell phones that I've just thrown into the water.
That's what my mom sounds like. So you're like
your
dropping the cell phone. No, my mom. She speaks like that. Yes.
She speaks like a dentist, a drill?
She's half C-3PO. My family, I'm Italian and C-3PO. That's my lineage. I looked it up on whatthefuckami.com, and that's what it said. Also, I'm al dente.
So on
whatthefuckami.com,
they told you that you're half robot?
I'm half C-3PO. It's different than robot.
Are you sure you just weren't confused when they had the, CAPTCHA thing at the bottom that said I'm not a robot and you accidentally clicked it saying you were a robot?
I'll be honest. I don't read and comprehend that well.
Yeah.
I mean, I see words. I kind of take them out of order. Don't read them at all. Misread them. Interpret things, incorrectly. But, that's part of my Southern charm. That's what makes me so irresistible.
What part of the South are you from?
Everywhere.
You've lived in Missouri almost your whole life.
No, I haven't.
You lived in California for a little bit.
I've lived
in Tennessee, I think, for like a minute.
Southern California. That's why they call it California of the South. Not Northern California, which is not in the South.
Bunch of carpetbagging Yankees.
I don't like Northern California.
From fucking one of those areas in Northern California.
San Francisco.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Also, where the Raiders came from, New San Francisco. But now they're in L.A.
You know what? The Raiders aren't even worth keeping track of because I don't know what city they're in. I thought they were supposed to be in Vegas or something.
No, that's XFL.
Oh, okay, good.
And gambling.
Former FL.
You confused football with gambling.
Yeah.
And I confused football with the Marinara Trench.
Could you play football underwater?
Very poorly.
No?
Yeah. You could, though.
Yeah, I guess you could. You could throw a ball.
Yeah,
this
this goes into our acrylic bubble thing where you only have a limited amount of oxygen.
Oh, that would be great, yeah.
Underwater football.
And so they'd have to go very slow because if they run, then they're consuming too much oxygen and they're killing everybody. Yeah.
We should just put all athletes underwater. See who comes out the winner.
Especially the ones that kneel.
Yeah, we should put Neil underwater.
Neil
Armstrong, famous quarterback for the new Las Vegas Raiders.
Yeah. He can take the steps on the moon. Can he take the steps underwater?
Yeah,
I don't
dead?
think he can.
No, he's not dead.
He's quite dead.
Oh, he is?
Yes. Yeah.
Who's the one that's alive? Buzz Aldrin?
Buzz Aldrin. He is still alive and kicking it.
Okay, well, we should kill him.
Why should we kill Buzz Aldrin? I love Buzz Aldrin.
Because the other one's dead. Why not kill him?
They weren't.
It's called two of a kind.
Well, they weren't married or anything. They just went to the moon at the same time.
It's called a parent. Apparently, they're both dead.
No, they're not. Buzz Aldrin is still alive. Neil Armstrong is the one that's dead.
I'm saying that we should kill him.
Because Neil Armstrong's dead?
Yes. They're like the odd couple.
Anytime somebody did something in the past and then one of them dies, the other person should die too. So when John Lennon was murdered, they should have just lined the Beatles up against the wall and go, Paul, George, and Ringo.
And the Beach Boys.
And the Beach Boys, just to make sure we got them all.
And any upcoming bands, too. Anybody in the future who came out with music, they should be killed, too.
And also anybody who's influenced by the Beatles.
Or listens to music.
Yeah.
So anybody
should only be listening to podcasts.
Yeah, no, you should only be listening
to this podcast.
To ASMR. Here's ASMR of me drinking. I'm not going to do that one. Remember when I did that one?
Yeah, it was a good podcast.
I don't think
you published it yet, though.
I didn't.
No, you haven't put that up. I've been waiting for it because I can't wait to hear that ASMR magic.
Yeah, I'm just gonna post a preview of that on the next some Murder the Internet podcast.
I've had so many people over the last week hit me up on different modes of communication. About this podcast, and they all call it the wrong name, which I think is so amazing. Some people have called it murder technology.
Murder technology? That one's cooler.
We should have named it that.
That's those robots from Chopping Mall.
Right.
That shot the woman in the ass.
Yeah. We just chainsaws, really. I mean, anything is a murder technology.
Yeah, that's like industrial music.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a spin-off Al Jorgensen's side project, murder technology.
Somebody called it Death to the Internet, which I thought was like kind of a classier version of what we do. It's like a 17th century fop going, Death to the Internet!
Well, I do share many qualities of a fop.
And I've also
a real dandy.
Heard people refer to it as, that other fucking show that you do? Which I like.
They don't say that to me.
Yeah, they don't say that other fucking show you do.
No. They don't say anything, actually.
They don't mention anything to you?
No, nobody's ever mentioned anything to me.
Do you ever get recognized anywhere?
One time I got recognized at Chili's and I got free nachos.
Really? Mm-hmm. Just for being rich?
Yeah, this was like in 2005. I'm not kidding.
I believe you.
It's been downhill since then.
I only seem to get recognized when I'm giving my information at like a pharmacy or like
police station.
Well, when they're asking me like, "Hey, do you want to sign up for a cult at this store?" And then they'll be like, "Hey, so what's your name?" And I've started giving them false names.
Store cults.
Yeah. Well, like if you're there's Micro Center. You go to Micro Center, they want to sign you up and put you in the system and everything like that. And I did this
cult?
a couple weeks ago, and the guy recognized me and was insisting that I talk to him for the next 10 minutes about something that I'd said on the show like 3 weeks before. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I did because I'm that much of a fucking attention whore. Yeah, Micro Center is a
So you
cult.
go to buy a USB thumb drive and then you're part of
a cult.
What does a cult do?
Well, in that instance, the cult is just people who sit around talking about electronics.
That's not really a cult. It's called a conversation.
Cult sensation. It's
No.
a sweeping sensation.
No, cult verse.
Cult verse?
Yeah, you can go there for some frozen Coltster. That's kind of rich, isn't it? I told you this is the dumbest one. This is
you were really,
this is either water or the dumbest podcast.
You were clamoring for just another pun, weren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It comes naturally to me.
I'm just going to
It's
be
stupidity.
reusing
It comes
clamoring
naturally to me.
over and over again.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's the only time I ever, it's never like, somebody cool who recognizes me is like, hey, Jonathan Weir, I'm actor Tom Hanks.
Niels Bohr.
And Niels Bohr, and I would like to be your friend. It's always like, hey, I have worked at this place for 15 years and I've never met somebody on the radio. I'm like, yeah, that's what I do.
When you're on the radio, you're really on the radio.
I put one microphone up my ass.
You're like Garfield. When Garfield's on the radio, he's really on the radio.
Yeah, and I sit on top of a radio.
What's your favorite thing about Garfield?
Mine's
everything.
He's orange.
He's America's favorite feline.
He's America's favorite fat fucking pig.
He is. He's an utter reprehensible wad of shit.
Well,
but I love him for that.
He represents all of us, really. We all hate Mondays. Except for those of us who don't work, Monday through Friday.
What if Monday...
Or those of us who like our jobs and actually look forward to going to work to get away from our families.
What if Monday is treat you like a king day? Then I'd love Monday.
Yeah, yeah.
But instead, Monday is just Monday. Mm-hmm. That's why I'm saying we should change Monday to treat you like a king day.
Every single day.
Treat you like a king day.
So every day should have a different thing. Like Monday should be treat you like a king day.
No. Just treat you like a king day.
Tuesday should be treat you like a queen day.
No.
Wednesday should be...
We don't need to get too greedy.
Wednesday.
Just stick with the basics. Treat you like a king day
should
on
be,
Monday.
What are you doing here day?
That's every day.
Then Thursday and Friday are casual Friday.
It's the what are you doing here from session 9 day where the guy's just, what are you doing here? Because he had a lobotomy.
Yep. Lobotomy Fridays.
I love lobotomy Fridays.
Those are the best.
I think. I don't. What are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
What are you doing
Here at Lobotomy Fridays, the worst chain restaurant ever.
Yeah, I like the oyster platter, but... How many calories is that? I'm not going to do the voice. Dharma and Greg was a good show.
Yeah, actually, I ordered a hamburger and with peppercorn on it, and you gave me
glass,
a sponge and broken glass.
No, the glass was intact. It was a glass bottle and a sponge.
I did order the glass. Mm-hmm. That's true. I did order the glass
with a side of sponge.
I found a little gamey.
It's called glass and sponge.
Glass and sponge.
Mm-hmm.
It's here like, at Lobotomy Fridays.
Yeah, Lobotomy Fridays, glass and sponge. Glass and sponge sounds like a British tavern. Like, well, I'm not even going to do the voice. I'm not going to try to do the accent because it'd be too good for this show.
Oh la la. Right, that's me.
What?
That
was British?
Yeah.
That didn't sound like anything like British.
That's my best British guy. Well, my best British guy doing a German impersonation of a French guy.
Ooh la la?
Ooh la la.
Under the sea.
Uh-huh.
Glass and
back
sponge.
to water.
Oh, yeah, water.
Best movie that took place underwater.
Air Bud.
Air Bud, right.
No, wait, that was air. I get my elements confused sometimes. Mm-hmm. Because there's like air, there's water, steel, jail, rebar. Rebar is an element, isn't it?
No, that's a type of shoe.
Rebar. No, I said rebar.
Yeah.
Oats.
Right.
In fire.
We all remember this from Captain Planet.
Yes. The kid who had the power of oats, which was a monkey.
Remember the kid who had the power of jail, who was not black?
No, he wasn't.
Nice.
He was a jail.
I was glad that they broke that stereotype.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. He was a little hot-headed, though.
Oh, yeah.
But he wasn't the fire guy.
He also, he talked like Jackie Gleason in that movie where he talked a lot.
I didn't see that. Did it come out this year?
It came out a few years ago, like in the 70s.
Oh, yeah. I want to see CG Jackie Gleason.
CG?
Dance for me. I want to see him disrobe at my own discretion. I want to be in control of all his actions. I want virtual reality Jackie Gleason to strip for me.
I want Jackie Gleason in every single movie. Like, can we just insert him into every single movie, especially into, like, the serious scenes from a movie?
But not if it's about him. If it's like Jackie Gleason, the movie, no Jackie Gleason.
Yeah.
It'll be about jail.
Oh, no. You take Jackie Gleason out of those movies and put him in, like the scene in Gremlins where Phoebe Cates is all like, my dad dressed up as Santa Claus. Mm-hmm. And then you have Jackie Gleason going, ho,
the new batch.
No batch for you.
That's Jackie Gleason for you.
Yep.
To the moon with you, Gremlins. Gremlor. And he would always say the Gremlin's name wrong. He would be like, you Gremlors are the worst. You Gremlixes.
Jackie, for Christ's sake, it's Gremlins.
I refuse to read. I only talk. That's me, by the way.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, thank you.
Jackie Gleason is spot on.
How many calories do you think Jackie Gleason was?
Probably
like all of them.
Depending on what time of his career, it was either all of them or most of them.
I think all. I think like when Jackie Gleason got fat, everybody else got skinny to like balance things out.
Oh, yeah.
It's called it's called the proportional weight syndrome. It was invented by Niels Bohr, who also invented the atom, by the way.
Niels Bohr invented the atom?
Yeah. Before Niels Bohr, there were no atoms. There was just like people would look at shit and they like, for example, corn. You look at corn, you say, hey, that's corn. Niels Bohr would look at it and say, look at all those corn atoms.
Oh.
That's how we have GMOs.
That sounds really pretentious.
Well, he was pretentious.
Okay,
nobody liked him. That's why he was a scientist.
Right.
Because nobody likes scientists. I mean, be honest with yourself. You talk to a scientist, they're boring.
Yeah.
They dress stupid.
They're always like, hey, you can't believe the things you see in this movie. There's no way Forrest Gump could run across country at that speed with the coefficient of blah, blah, blah,
So
blah.
many scientists study Forrest Gump. Why do we need that?
I don't know.
Why do we keep giving them money to study Forrest Gump? I know everything about him.
Tired of Neil deGrasse Tyson telling me that there's no way Jenny could have died of AIDS in 1981. Certainly people were dying of AIDS in 1981, motherfucker. Yep.
Like Tom Hanks, for example.
Tom Hanks died of AIDS in 1981.
He died of AIDS before he could even make the movie Forrest Gump.
How
is that possible?
He died of AIDS on the set of Bosom Buddies.
Now, here's the thing. If you brought Niels Bohr in, he'd be like, you got AIDS atoms all over you.
Oh, man.
Tom Hanks would be like, how am I going to be Forrest Gump if I'm crawling with AIDS atoms? Niels Bohr would just be like, well, you need these like tweezers or something to remove all the AIDS atoms from you. He could do that snap jap in a jiffy. But instead, now Tom Hanks is dead. Where's Forrest Gump? Under the sea? I don't know.
Seen it. Where's that movie Philadelphia that he was in?
The Philadelphia Experiment, where they made the battleship had AIDS or whatever.
What
and
about
so
Lady
it transported.
Killers? What about Saving Private Ryan? Now Private Ryan's fucked.
Yeah, Private Ryan is dead because of Niels Bohr, I guess.
Yep, because he just let Tom Hanks die of AIDS back in 1981 by not removing the atoms with tweezers.
These are all kind of time conundrums that I cannot possibly analyze, even if I used 100% of my brain.
Right. So,
because I'm not a scientist.
No, you shouldn't be.
I mean, look at me. Do I look like a scientist? I'm a ruffian. I'm a vagabond.
You're not wearing a white coat. You don't have thick glasses.
No.
That are, despite the fact that you're a very smart scientist, I guess you don't know those nose pincher things to keep them from sliding down your face.
From the jerk?
Yeah. You're constantly pushing them back up. Yeah, the jerk.
Which scientists are jerks.
Right.
Yeah.
Always telling you things and spoiling things for you. Like,
so
I want to believe that God invented us and was like, hey, you don't come from dinosaurs or whatever. You know, it's like the first part of the Bible.
That's complicated.
What?
It's too complicated to believe like atoms and shit like that.
Yeah.
Let's just look at like things for what they are and not overanalyze everything.
Okay,
it's like the people who watch movies and they say, oh, this is an analogy for the repression of minorities or something. Like, no, it's about exploding cars. That's what it's really about. You know, there's a Dracula maybe and the car explodes. That's what it's about.
I want to see this movie.
It's called the Vampire Car.
That involves Dracula and an exploding. Is the car?
It was Kojak the Night Stalker.
I love Kojak the Night Stalker. Darren McGavin.
He stalked the night.
Christmas Story.
Everybody else was like trying to like, hey, when it turns night, go inside the house because there's a stalker.
Now here's my question.
Kojak's like, no, go outside.
Did A Christmas Story take place in the Kojak the Night Stalker universe? Was the
not
dad
canon?
The old man? No,
not canon.
Oh. So then why was he like,
hilarious inventions,
driving a stake through the heart of those Bumpus dogs, claiming that he was going to get the evil spirits out of them?
Wait, I was thinking of Gremlins.
Yeah, you were. I know. But
because
I just
was thinking
ignored
of the
it
dad and the hilarious inventions. Because remember that he made that hilarious invention? He was trying to get Gizmo, and he's like, hey, I'll give you this hilarious invention, and then it squirted sperm all over him. He's like, oh my fucking shit. That's what he said.
If Gizmo gets pregnant when you spill water on him, what happens if you actually do, like, what if, like, Billy was in there just jerking off, and Gizmo's like, oh, Gizmo, and he's like, come here, Gizmo, yeah. And,
what if he was having sex with Gizmo?
What if he fucked Gizmo, is my point. What would happen? Like, he gets pregnant from water. Could you get super pregnant? Would, like, his babies have babies inside of their babies?
Oh, the recursive Gizmo baby question.
Right.
That takes a real Niels Bohr. That's what he was studying when he died.
Really?
Whenever it was that he died.
Recursive Gizmo babies?
Yeah, impregnating Gizmo. That was like, he had solved every single question about the atoms. 1, how do atoms work? They move. How many atoms are there?
5.
A lot. No, there's more than 5.
6?
No.
7.
I'm not Niels Bohr. Don't ask me.
Okay, all right.
I didn't study all his scientific equations. It's probably like dx over dy equals atom plus 2.
Right.
I think.
Plus 2?
I don't know. I'm not a scientist.
See, you lost me with
We've
the plus
established
2.
this.
Yeah. Okay.
So he was studying getting Gizmo pregnant when he was killed by the Russians.
Right.
Because they didn't want anybody to find out what would happen because that's how they make their money.
By selling
By
ads on
having
Facebook?
Gizmo be just a big... they call it Schrodinger's Gizmo. So you don't know what's going to happen if you fuck him.
Right.
If you fuck a Gizmo, what happens? 50% chance you get radioactive, 50% you don't.
You think Gizmo was just hungover?
From what?
Well, like he didn't like water.
Oh, the Chinese guy was blowing all the smoke in his face with that long-ass pipe.
Right. I think he was just fucked up because, he didn't like bright lights, didn't want water, so he was dehydrated all the time, and couldn't eat after midnight. All of those things would cure your hangover, Gizmo.
Probably an opium den. I think he was in an opium den.
Yeah. I mean, I remember watching Gremlins when I was like 4 or 5 and seeing that guy smoking the pipe at the beginning and be like, motherfucker smoking some opium. All right. Yeah. Some China white motherfucker.
What is opium?
It's just like heroin, but so much better.
I've never had opium.
Oh, you need to try some.
I don't know where to go.
Oprah's house.
What?
Oprah. She has the opium.
Why?
Because that's how she made all of her money. You think she made it off that god-awful talk show?
Hillary Clinton made all her money selling uranium to the Germans.
Yeah.
Russians.
German Russians.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, how do you think they built that wall? The Russian wall to keep out the Chinese? It's uranium. To halt the advance of the Mongol invaders, which were the Russians, from invading China. They had to put up a wall to keep in their own Mongol invaders, which were disinvaders, because they're invading somewhere else. Hillary Clinton gave them their uranium. Hillary Clinton gave them the uranium. I'm getting upset.
For a wall?
Yes.
Did it keep the area warm? Because uranium's kind of hot.
Cheryl Nobel.
Cheryl Nobel.
Cheryl Nobel. Cheryl.
They always show documentaries and stuff about animals going back to Chernobyl and living there and everything. And they're like, oh, but it's very radioactive. I want to fucking hang out in Chernobyl with those animals and see what happens next.
I've never seen a documentary about animals going to Cheryl Nobel.
I don't know who Cheryl Nobel is.
Cheryl Nobel, Nobel Peace Prize. She invented the Nobel Peace Prize.
She invented peace.
Yes, to give to Niels Bohr for inventing the atom.
A piece of ass herself.
Really?
I might add. Yes.
So you're saying you'd have sex with the Nobel Peace Prize?
I would have sex with the woman who invented it, yes.
What about Gizmo?
No, I would not fuck Gizmo.
What about Stripe?
Again.
He was the mean one.
Yeah, because he's a dirty girl. He's into all sorts of dirty shit. I mean, the only problem is you'd have scratches all over your back, so how are you going to explain that to your wife? You're going to be like, I was fucking a gremlin. She's not going to buy that one.
Just tell it was you. No, it was. Yes, it was.
Yeah, it was.
Shut up. And then push her down.
Hey, this is you. I'm a woman. Respect me.
I have claws and I have sex, and then I forget that I have claws and sex. Don't push me over.
Can I just say something?
We have been.
Women deserve respect.
From who?
From everybody.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll start doing that then.
Yeah.
Because I haven't been.
You haven't been.
I've been disrespecting women. I haven't been thinking about them. Is that disrespect? Sometimes I flee.
Well, the funny thing is, you have daughters, so when
they're not.
When
they're
a woman
little
gets
women.
hurt, when a woman gets hurt in the news or something, that should affect you more than it does me because I have boys. When
a woman gets hurt in the news, like a broadcaster gets punched.
A broadcaster.
Oh.
Yeah. When she gets punched, she's standing there going, and the murderer's got boom.
Like the murderer punched her?
Yeah.
The murderer who's assaulting people. And why was she revealing who the murderer was in presence of the murderer?
She didn't know he was there.
I need backstory.
She didn't know he was there. How was she supposed to know?
And the murderer was ... This guy.
This guy.
Ow, my face. I was punched by a murderer.
Come over here and tell everybody about how you're the murderer.
Too bad I punched you.
Hey, I don't know this because I don't know anybody or do anything with local TV, but have you noticed there's not as much background guys anymore on TV. Like, you used to watch local news, and the person be sitting there going like, "Oh, I have, the 15 murders or whatever."
I have the 15 murders.
I don't know. Anyway, and then somebody behind them would be like, "Yeah!"
Oh yeah, 15 murder Dave. He was jailed.
I realized that didn't.
Every single news report about the 15 murders.
Yeah, 15 murders.
That's the only thing they can report about is 15 murders.
I'm just saying there was always some dude behind that person doing the report going,
because it's all green screen now.
What?
It's all green screen.
They don't actually go out there.
No, they just stand in front of a green screen. Mm-hmm. They get like the Unity engine to make a background. Sometimes they put rain in it.
That's why it looks so realistic.
Yeah, because it's a Unity engine.
Yes, yeah.
It used to be the Doom engine. Mm-hmm. But they switched off of it because now computers are so powerful, you can even use them as a calculator.
What?
You can do anything on a computer. You can type in numbers, type in letters, send email to grandma.
Can I get Gizmo pregnant?
Doesn't matter if she's alive or not. You can send her an email. You can virtual Gizmo. Online.
Ooh, Gizmo porn.
You ever heard of the singularity?
No.
They've uploaded Gizmo's consciousness to the internet.
Really?
It's all on one website. It's called Can I Fuck You Gizmo?
Can I fuck a Gizmo?
Can I fuck you?
Oh, you're asking Gizmo that question.
Yeah.
And what does Gizmo typically say?
No.
There's
that's
just
one answer.
I mean, it's disappointing. Why would I want to go to a website just for Gizmo to tell me that I can't have sex with him?
You have to install Real Player too.
Why?
You have to.
I don't.
It's part of the deal.
Why?
And Flash. Yeah. There's a lot of viruses and malware, but you get to hear Gizmo say no. Actually, it's just text. But you can say it to yourself like you just did. That's called using your imagination. It's very creative.
That's been destroyed by the internet. I don't have to do that anymore thanks to the internet.
No, Niels Bohr. As the internet was invented. He said too many atoms.
Oh, they're all
That's
over the
problem.
place. They're getting crazy with these
atoms.
atoms.
And you can't even count them on the internet because they're virtual atoms. How do you count a virtual atom?
I have virtually no idea.
As we nervously glance towards the time.
So
this has been all over the place. I don't even know what we're talking about.
Well, we didn't really try to. I tried to find a theme, and you kept getting us off of it.
Why is it always my fault? Just because I do the things that I do.
Because you keep.
It's your fault. You're supposed to corral me in.
I'm supposed to grab you and be like, "Hey, no, get back here! Stop going on those tangents."
Insist upon it.
Well, here's what I wanted to talk about.
Bran.
Gizmo.
Oh. We already talked about Gizmo.
God damn it. You're right.
Niels Bohr it is.
We exhausted the Gizmo topic. There's really not much more to say about Gizmo.
Look, besides having sex with Gizmo, where else do you go?
Here's my question. How did he learn to drive a car?
Oh, the tiny car?
The tiny car. How was he driving the fucking thing?
I don't know. There are so many questions about that movie. Like, why did the dad invent a sperm shooting invention? Why would you want that?
Well, because
man is nature's sperm shooting invention.
I don't know, because some people got dribbling sperm problems.
Yeah, dribbling sperm.
Yeah, the dribbling sperm.
The dribbling sperm.
I'm not talking about basketball players, by the way. I'm talking.
I know nobody thought you were.
I'm talking about.
You don't need to preface that because people know. That's very thick and hearty sperm. It's like the chunky noodle soup of sperm.
That's a totally different problem. Some people have that problem because their sperm is too heavy.
Chunky sperm.
To shoot anywhere, so it just kind of goes.
My nickname in high school is Chunky Sperm.
Chunky Sperm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you could literally see the sperm inside of your sperm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Again, recursive. Mm-hmm. Recursive sperm. Recursive Gizmo.
Yeah.
See how they all come together?
Yeah.
It does take Niels Bohr to check out these atoms.
Why do you need millions of sperm to do the egg thing?
Because most of them suck.
When one would do. Well, how about just one long, giant sperm?
That's gross.
Yeah, so?
I don't want to talk about this.
Get the job done, though.
I don't want to talk about
I'm
sperm.
Just saying.
Okay, well, I give you that point.
Uh-huh.
I give you the point about one long sperm.
One long sperm just wheedling its way out of your penis.
That's horrible. That's like anime.
Uh-huh.
I don't want anime.
I don't want anime either.
Then why are you talking about it?
You're the one who said it's like anime. It's not my fault that you went there. No. I was thinking it's more like a Cronenberg type of thing.
You went there with your gross sperm.
Mm.
I didn't invent anime.
Why is sperm gross? It's the sustenance of life.
No, I'm done with this. I don't want to talk about sperm. This show is not about sperm.
You wanted to talk about Gizmo getting.
This show's about science.
Oh, right.
This show's about
sperm is science?
No, it's not. See, when a man loves a woman, Jesus. There you go.
You know what we should do right now? Actually, I just had this idea. For all of the people out there listening to this podcast with their children, and we know there's a lot of you.
Yeah.
We should explain to their children how babies are made, so that they don't have to do it.
I don't know.
Really? Do you not know how babies are made, Rich?
No.
Hey, well, when a man loves a woman,
I know that part.
or gets her drunk,
Okay.
or buys her really nice stuff, so she feels like I kind of have to.
Like how much stuff?
Like depending on the woman, it could be
Because I weigh things in
anywhere
pounds.
from like $5 to $500.
No. I weigh things in pounds, not in dollars. And I mean pounds is in like, physically how heavy things are.
Yeah. Right. So like a car battery would be like $117.
The car battery is a jewel of a woman's eye.
Would be worth more than a diamond ring.
You can't spell love without car battery, yes.
So when a man buys a woman a car battery.
Or a boulder.
Or a bulver.
Boulder. What did you think I said?
I said bulver.
Bulver.
Yeah, and then I thought you were saying boulver.
That's Spanish for cow.
What's those giant hair things that get clogged up? And you know what I'm talking about? That get clogged up in pipes? Bezoars. Thank you. That's what I thought you were saying. Mm-hmm. So when a man loves a Bezor, he buys the Bezor car battery.
Yes.
So that he can electrify the Bezor, make it all happy and dancy and electrified. And then the Bezor goes to a woman and says, hey, dude over there, what do you think?
I have 3 kids. I don't remember any of that.
Well, you're not supposed to remember that part.
Oh. Yeah. Well, then I'm doing it right.
Right.
And I did it right 3 times.
And then the next thing you know, you got a baby.
Okay.
That's pretty much it.
Okay, so did we just help people? What did we do? What did we accomplish?
I really hope not.
Something about a car battery?
Mm-hmm.
So
Bezors and car batteries.
Okay. The growing blocks of babies.
Yeah.
And then what do you do once you have a baby? Because it's there.
Yeah.
You
got to feed it.
You look at it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Things that you got to do when you have a baby.
Yeah.
Look at it.
Mm-hmm.
You can look away too, but not for that long. But if it's sleeping, you can keep looking
Depending
away.
on how many pennies or thumbtacks are in the room, I found. That makes a difference.
I put pennies on my child's eyes just to prepare them in case if they die during the sleep.
Right.
So they have safe passage.
Right. And then they can't eat a penny on their eye.
Through the river Styx.
Right.
And the band Styx. The band Styx requires 2 pennies to download their MP3s. That's the price of music.
Yeah. I'm glad that they're catching up with modern times.
Yes, 2 pennies.
And charging people to download music online.
Yeah, unlike Metallica.
Yeah.
I mean, look at those guys. You got Slash's Snake Pit. You got Buckethead. All famous members of Metallica. Lars Ulriksen. Lars Ulriksen.
Yep.
Slash from Slash's Snake Pit.
Yeah.
Niels Bohr on drums with Buckethead.
Huey Lewis.
Yeah, not the News, though.
Not the News. No, that was a
spin-off.
Hack. No.
That was a spin-off.
Just Huey Lewis.
Yeah.
God, I never really realized this until now, but I really want to hear Metallica songs sung with Huey. Like, the song is exactly the same, but then Huey Lewis is the guy singing the song.
The Sandman song. Yeah. Huey Lewis would just take that to town and impregnate it.
Yeah.
What? Was that Cher?
And, okay, I want to hear Cher do Metallica.
I want to hear Cher do Madonna, do Metallica.
Right.
As Buckethead and Niels Bohr on drums.
It's called Cher Metallica Bucket Boards.
What?
Cher Metallica Bucket Boards.
We lost Huey Lewis in the mix.
Fuck him.
Somehow,
lately?
In this list of performers...
Huey Lewis is the kind of guy that would look at somebody playing guitar and go, hey, you're too loud, even when he's in a fucking rock band. I hate that guy.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think he's like that.
No, I think he's exactly like that. If you've seen the movie Back to the Future, it's exactly what he does.
Which one?
The first one.
I saw the first one.
Yep. And he's like,
was he in it?
You're just too darn loud. He was that guy.
Did he have sex with Marty McFly's mom?
He's on the soundtrack.
I didn't listen to the soundtrack. I don't listen to soundtracks. I watch a movie. Yeah, that's it. Why would you listen to a soundtrack for a movie when you sing the movie? Do you not listen
to the movie when you're watching the movie? You don't have any audio?
No, when the music parts come on, I leave.
You just walk out of the room?
Yeah, if there's any music, I leave because it offends me.
So like when you saw Baby Driver, you're just like, I'll be back in 2.5 hours.
I didn't see it.
No.
I didn't see it.
No, it's pretty good.
Because I don't watch movies that offend me.
Mm-hmm.
And that movie would offend me. I know it.
Babies should not be driving cars.
No, because of the soundtrack.
I mean, we gave him a chance. We really let him try. And
Gizmo drove.
Yeah.
If Gizmo can drive.
Relative to their size, babies could drive cars. But you can't let a baby drive an SUV.
It's not called Baby SUV Driver. It's just Baby Driver. Who's driving? Baby's driving.
I don't think he does drive an SUV in that.
He doesn't.
He drives a truck.
He drives a car.
He drives a car.
Do you know what a car is?
Yeah.
Car is like a baby truck.
It's a short
baby driver.
baby driver.